And he wants to preserve the dignity of his daughter.
But I don't see what my new reality looks like.
Idaho murder victims were possibly posed in their shared bed after being disfigured by Bryan Kohberger. Autopsy reports for Kaylee Goncalves and Madison Mogen support the notion that Bryan Kohberger posed the two young women together after their brutal murders, according to a newly unsealed filing from the prosecutors for the case of the 2022 quadruple murders in Moscow, Idaho.
Are blurred by authorities, but they shed light on this.
Dr. Brent Turvey, the crime scene expert for the defense, first posited this theory after reviewing the autopsy reports, according to the filing. The evidence suggests that after both victims were killed or unresponsive, they were posed in their shared bed. Kaylee was moved from a position with her head on her pillow to partially atop of Madison. Then the comforter was placed over them both, Turvey said of the crime scene, according to the filing.
I should have been having the college experience.
Reflection is seen in the mirror, but the images all
For no reason.
That statement was made long before Kohberger had entered guilty pleas to the murder of Goncalves, Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in exchange for a deal that spared him of the death penalty. The theory was based on the location of Goncalves' blood on the pillow, which prosecutors had argued did not support that the bodies were posed, only that they moved.
campus home. Autopsy report and Steve Goncalves, who we
Tracing.
Prosecutors called Turvey's theory a possibility but not a determination, noting in the filing that the blood could have spread because Goncalves moved during the attack or after suffering a blow to the head. Furthermore, argued prosecutors, it would be impossible to know what the true intentions of the killer were, even if the two were moved. The two girls were in Mogen's room and sharing her bed, as Goncalves had moved out of the house and was visiting for the weekend.
killed back in 2022.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The autopsy report determined that both young women died from multiple sharp force injuries, with Mogen suffering 28 stab wounds and Goncalves being stabbed at least 38 times. Additional contributors to Goncalves' death, including blunt force injuries of the head and asphyxial injuries. There were also punctures on the outer table of the skull, injuries to the teeth and tongue, and a hemorrhage into the chest cavities, according to the filing.
To trust the world around me.
The person that slithered through that sliding glass door.
Kohberger predominantly stabbed the two women in the scalp, face, and neck, where Mogen had 13 wounds and Goncalves had at least 24 wounds, according to their reports. It was also noted that neither of the girls had blood on the bottoms or tops of their feet, indicating they were not upright or moving about the area at any time during the attack.
Police department through a public records request.
The case was set to head to trial last July when Kohberger unexpectedly accepted a last-second plea deal. Days later, Kohberger told the judge in his case that he was entering guilty pleas to all charges before confessing to the murder of each of the four victims. Kohberger is now serving 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
Kaylee Goncalves' sister, Olivia, delivered
Bed because I was too terrified to close my eyes.